Hello, Melissa Lemon here with Sunrise Healing. Thank you for joining me. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're taking this journey with me in the month of January 2025. Today is January 11th, and 11 is such a cool number. It's always been one of my favorite numbers, and I hope you have a great day today. And today isn't so much an invitation as it is a rambling. So I just wanted to talk a little bit today about fasting, and you can fast today if you would like, if that's healthy for you. You can just listen to what I say and learn a little bit about fasting. Fasting is something I have done for a very long time. I actually belong to a religious organization, a church, where that's a regular practice, a monthly fast, and I probably started doing that for sure by the age of 12. Fasting once a month pretty regularly. I would even say like faithfully for a long time, with the exception of I didn't fast when I was pregnant with my babies or nursing my babies, because that's not really a good idea. And in the last year or so, I've changed my ideas about fasting a little bit, where it's interesting. There's this monthly, like a set day in my church where we fast, and I think that's a lovely, beautiful thing. And I also think that women kind of have a monthly cycle already, and it does not line up with the day of the regular fast. And so I started fasting kind of on my own time, according to my own body and the signals it was giving me. And the regular fast had been, the goal was 24 hours, but I really didn't do a 24-hour fast most of the time. I did a 2 meal fast, and maybe it would be like 18 hours or something like that. But I have done a full 24-hour fast many times in my life, especially when I had something really specific I was praying to God for, or that I wanted, and I did find power in doing those extra hours. And this year I kind of really intuitively said, body, like, let me know when you want to fast, and let me know how long you want to fast for. And when I did that, it was a really cool thing. My body told me exactly what it needed. Start this day and fast for this long. And this year I've done my first 36-hour fasts. And I know people actually have a chiropractor that I've been to many times, and he does an occasional 3-day fast. And I actually went to him on his third day once, and man, I could tell he was weak. I could tell he was, just really struggling to get through our appointment, or he just wasn't himself. And I was like, I don't know that I believe in a 3-day fast, but my body really liked the 36-hour fast. I've done a couple of those this year, and I've just tried to be more intuitive about it. And my body doesn't want to fast every month. But I think those 36-hour fasts that I did this year, my body really needed and was really grateful for them. And I actually try to do a pretty regular, almost daily fast of, I usually don't eat breakfast, or a lot of the time I don't eat breakfast, because I give myself just a little longer to have the fasting and the digestion and everything, and my body really appreciates that. And some mornings my body's like, no, you need breakfast today. And some days my body is just so grateful that I skipped breakfast. And so when it comes to fasting, a couple of things. First of all, be intuitive about it. I would recommend not letting somebody tell you when to fast, because your body is the greatest indicator of when you need a fast. And I'm like backpedaling here, because I don't think that's always true, but a lot of the times your spirit, that's the word I needed, your spirit knows when you need to fast, in combination, I think, with your body. But I do believe there are times in life where maybe we want something from God so much that we are willing to sacrifice 24 hours or 36 hours or 72 hours, in my chiropractor's case, of eating, so that just to show God our humility and our submission and how serious we are about what we're praying for. I do think there's so much power in that. And I just wanted to mention, fasting is it is a very personal thing. I really do think it's a very personal thing. I know in my church, kind of the rule of thumb is or the encouragement is to go without food and water for those 24 hours, for 2 meals over a period of 24 hours. And I spent the first, I don't know, 40 years of my life um, in hyper dehydration, I would say. I just, like, as a child, I remember I used to see how long I could go without going to the bathroom, and I literally went 24 hours one time. And I know I was able to do that because I just never drank. I hardly ever drank anything. And I got better as an adult, keeping a water bottle with me a lot of the time. But when I started to learn about how important hydration was, it's like I can't get enough water. It's like my body's still trying to catch up from the 40 years I didn't drink enough water. And so I don't fast from drinking water. I only fast from food now. And fasts can also be fasting from certain things. So earlier this year, I did a 3-week fast from sugar, and I didn't eat sugar for 3 weeks. And that was an excellent thing for my body, those 3 weeks. And I was amazed at how easy that was for me. I'm totally addicted to sugar, but it was like I just had this spiritual prompting, and it's like I was given the strength to do it really easily. It's like I hardly ever craved it, and I didn't mind, and it was a miracle, and it was so awesome, and I was so grateful. But you can fast from other things. You can fast from TV, you can fast from movies. I was gonna say you can fast from work. It's called a vacation. um, there's lots of different ways that you can fast, and it really is a powerful tool in our lives. And so today, my encouragement to you is to ponder that idea of fasting. Like, what fasting do you need in your life? Is there something you need to fast from today? Is there, do you need a regular practice of fasting in your life, maybe on a monthly basis or like a daily basis of going, a full 12 hours without food, making sure your body gets that time to rest and digest, and just ponder that today and kind of ask your body, like, what do you need? And involve your spirit, like, spirit, help me understand, like, what do I need to have greater spirituality, to have greater connection to the divine? What do I need to go without? Or how often do I need to go without food? Or, what do I need to sacrifice? How long do I need to sacrifice at this time to maybe to show my higher power how serious I am about what I'm asking for, and to act on that and to trust that, and of course to make sure you're staying hydrated enough to make sure that the fast is a healthy thing for you. There are times in our lives where, for certain people, maybe with certain conditions, or women when they're pregnant or nursing, or even on our period, sometimes it's just not healthy to fast. And so it just is so individual. And so I encourage you to take that time today to think about individually what role fasting might play in your life to raise your vibrations. That's the ultimate goal, right? This month is to do the things that raise our vibrations. And I'm going to be honest, while you're fasting, you might not feel your vibrations raised. I think you can spiritually. Like, you can have some really intense spiritual, I don't know, powerful spiritual moments when you're fasting, but we might feel a little in a drag when we're fasting. We might have low energy, and that's okay. And I think that's really a signal to ourselves that we need to dig into the spirituality thing, and we need to talk to our higher power. And I do think that we are, we can expect to be closer to him in those times as we are sacrificing something, and as we are seeking to be closer to our higher power. I think there's a lot of power in that, and it's a real thing. And so that's my thing for today. Just some encouragement to think about fasting and the role it might play in your life to, in the long run, ultimately, get you more in line with your higher power, and get you to a place where you can experience higher vibrations on a on a regular basis, on a regular constant basis, and just to have that hope, and to be thinking those good thoughts, and to be knowing who you are and what your purpose is in this life. And I know it's possible, and fasting can be one of those tools in our tool belts that we use to our advantage. And thank you so much for watching. Happy January 11th. 11 is such a cool number. I just had to say that again. I love the number 11. I hope you have a wonderful day today, and I hope that this video has been helpful. You can leave a comment. You can always message me at sunriseenergyhealing@protonmail.com if you have any thoughts you'd like to share or questions. But thanks again so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.